Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Self-doubt is not something you were born with. It was learned. From a young age, experiences, criticisms, and societal expectations shape the way you see yourself. The voice of doubt in your mind isn't yours. It's an accumulation of external influences, past failures, and fears projected onto you by others. But just as beliefs are formed, they can be rewritten. To step into your greatness, you must first reprogram your mindset. It starts with awareness. You need to identify the limiting beliefs that have taken control of your thoughts. Every time you tell yourself that you are not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough, recognize that these are just thoughts, not truths. Your thoughts are not set in stone, they are flexible, and they can be changed. The mind will believe whatever you repeatedly tell it, so your job is to interrupt the pattern and replace it with something empowering. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through affirmations. What you repeatedly say to yourself creates an identity. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, your mind will find ways to prove it. But if you begin affirming that you are powerful, resourceful, and capable of achieving greatness, your brain will seek evidence to support that. Repetition is key. You must say it, believe it, and reinforce it with action every single day. The words you speak become the foundation of your new mindset. Your environment also plays a critical role in shaping your beliefs. If you're surrounded by negativity, criticism, or people who reinforce doubt, it becomes difficult to break free. You need to audit your surroundings. Pay attention to the conversations you engage in, the content you consume, and the energy of those around you. If something or someone is reinforcing doubt, it's time to cut it out of your life. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, who see your potential even when you can't. Find mentors, read books, listen to powerful speeches, and immerse yourself in an environment that reinforces confidence. Another essential part of reprogramming your mindset is shifting your focus. Self-doubt thrives when you focus on what's missing, what could go wrong, or what you lack. But the mind cannot focus on both fear and progress at the same time. You must train yourself to focus on solutions, possibilities, and opportunities. Instead of thinking, what if I fail? Ask yourself, what if I succeed? Instead of dwelling on weaknesses, focus on strengths. The more you shift your thoughts towards possibilities, the weaker doubt becomes. Visualization is another tool that can reshape your beliefs. The mind doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. When you visualize yourself succeeding, stepping into your power, and overcoming challenges, you create a blueprint in your brain. Your subconscious mind starts working towards making that vision a reality. Take 5 minutes each day to close your eyes and see yourself achieving your goals. Feel the emotions of success, confidence, and strength. The more you practice this, the more natural confidence becomes. Reprogramming your mindset also requires action. You can't just think differently. You must prove to yourself that the new belief is real. Start with small wins. Every time you take action despite doubt, you weaken its hold on you. The brain learns from experience, and when you repeatedly take steps forward, your mind begins to register that you are capable. Keep promises to yourself, set small challenges, and accomplish them. Over time, your identity shifts from someone who doubts to someone who trusts in their ability to figure things out. The final piece is resilience. Reprogramming your mind isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment. Doubt will try to creep back in, but your job is to continuously reinforce your new belief system. Whenever doubt arises, remind yourself of past victories. Keep a journal of wins, no matter how small, and revisit it when needed. The more you condition your mind, the more automatic confidence becomes. You were not born with doubt, it was given to you. And because it was given to you, you have the power to let it go and rewrite your truth. Your self-image dictates your success. The way you see yourself, consciously and subconsciously, determines how you show up in the world. If you perceive yourself as someone who struggles, fails, or is not worthy, your actions will align with that belief. But if you shift that perception and start seeing yourself as powerful, resourceful, and unstoppable, your actions will change accordingly. The key is to become intentional about the identity you create for yourself. It starts with awareness, paying attention to the words you use when describing yourself, the stories you tell about your capabilities, and the way you react to challenges. If your internal dialogue is filled with self-doubt, it's not because it's true, but because it has been reinforced over time. You must disrupt that pattern and replace it with something that serves you. One of the fastest ways to shift your identity is through physiology. Your body and mind are deeply connected, and when you take control of your physical state, your mental state follows. If you carry yourself with confidence, shoulders back, head high, breathing deeply, you will begin to feel different. If you move with certainty, your brain registers that as confidence. Successful people don't wait to feel confident before they act. They act confident first, and the feeling follows. Your posture, tone of voice, facial expressions, and energy levels all send signals to your brain. Master these, and you master your internal state. The language you use shapes your self-image. Words have power. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that things never work out, that you're unlucky, your mind will make sure those beliefs come true. But if you start speaking powerfully, using words that reinforce confidence, capability, and resilience, your mind will begin to shift. Instead of saying, I don't know if I can do this, say, I always find a way. Instead of saying, I've never been good at this, say, I am learning and improving every day. Instead of saying, I am not confident, say, I am stepping into my power. The more you repeat these new beliefs, the stronger they become. Your environment plays a massive role in shaping your self-image. If you're surrounded by negativity, criticism, or people who doubt you, it reinforces self-doubt. But if you place yourself in environments that challenge and uplift you, your self-perception expands. Seek out people who inspire you, mentors who push you, and communities that believe in greatness. What you feed your mind matters, whether it's the content you consume, the conversations you engage in, or the goals you set. Be intentional about creating an environment that aligns with your vision of who you want to be. Evidence builds belief. If you want to destroy self-doubt and step into confidence, you need to start stacking wins. Small wins create momentum, and momentum builds identity. Set small, achievable goals every day and follow through. When you consistently prove to yourself that you take action despite fear, your mind starts to register you as someone who follows through, who overcomes, who succeeds. Each small win rewires your brain to expect success. This is how confidence is built. Not by waiting to feel ready, but by taking action despite fear. Failure is not a reflection of your worth, it is feedback. People with unshakable confidence understand that setbacks do not define them. Every mistake, every failure, every challenge is simply data, an opportunity to learn, adjust, and improve. If you internalize failure as proof that you are not good enough, you will reinforce self-doubt. But if you see failure as a stepping stone to success, you will use it to your advantage. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who never failed. They are the ones who refuse to let failure define them. Reframe failure as fuel for growth, and it will lose its power over you. Reinforcement is key. Confidence is not something you develop once and keep forever. It must be conditioned daily. Every single day, you must choose to reinforce your new identity through your thoughts, your actions, your language, and your environment. Create daily rituals that anchor confidence into your mind and body. Use affirmations, visualization, and gratitude to keep your focus on what empowers you. The more you reinforce your new identity, the more automatic it becomes. You have the power to design the version of yourself that you want to be, and the only thing standing in your way is the story you choose to believe. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, but it can either work for you or against you. Self-doubt is not something that appears overnight. It is conditioned over years of experiences, beliefs, and interpretations. When you understand that self-doubt is simply a learned pattern, you also realize that it can be unlearned. The first step in destroying self-doubt is awareness, identifying the specific beliefs that are holding you back. What do you tell yourself when you hesitate to take action? What are the stories running through your mind when you feel incapable or unworthy? These patterns must be exposed before they can be changed. Fear thrives in ambiguity. When you don't define what success looks like, or when you allow your thoughts to remain vague, doubt will fill the gap. The mind needs clarity. Without it, it will default to old, familiar thought patterns that keep you stuck. You must give your mind a clear and compelling vision. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, direct your focus toward what you truly want. Picture yourself already succeeding, already achieving, already standing in your greatness. Make this vision so real in your mind that it becomes more powerful than your fears. The brain cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one, which is why visualization is such a powerful tool for rewiring your identity. Your brain is designed to keep you safe, not to make you successful. That's why doubt and fear show up when you're about to take a risk, step into the unknown, or do something uncomfortable. The primitive part of your brain sees this as a threat, and its job is to pull you back into your comfort zone. But growth and comfort never exist in the same place. If you want to destroy self-doubt, you must condition your mind to become comfortable with discomfort. Instead of interpreting fear as a signal to stop, start seeing it as a sign that you're moving in the right direction. The presence of fear means you are pushing beyond your limitations. The key is to act despite fear, over and over again, until your brain adapts to the new normal. Repetition creates mastery. Every time you take action, even when you feel uncertain, you weaken self-doubt. Your mind learns through experience, and the more you prove to yourself that you are capable, the less room there is for hesitation. If you avoid challenges, your brain learns that you are not capable of handling them. But if you face them head on, even in small ways, your brain rewires itself to expect success. This is why confidence is not something you are born with. It is built through consistent action. Start with small actions that challenge you, and as you conquer them, raise the bar. The goal is to create a feedback loop where action leads to belief, and belief leads to more action. Self-doubt often stems from comparison. When you look at others who have already achieved what you desire, it's easy to feel behind, inadequate, or incapable. But this is an illusion. You are seeing only the highlight reel of their journey, not the struggles, failures, and doubts they faced along the way. Every great achiever started as a beginner. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Progress is the only metric that matters. If you are taking even small steps forward, you are already winning. Shift your focus from perfection to progress, and self-doubt will lose its grip on you. Your emotions are controlled by your focus. If you focus on what you lack, what could go wrong, or what hasn't worked in the past, you will feel uncertain. But if you focus on your strengths, on solutions, and on the possibilities ahead of you, your emotions will shift. The mind follows whatever you consistently feed it. This is why successful people are deliberate about where they place their attention. They train their minds to see opportunities instead of obstacles, to find lessons and setbacks, and to maintain an unshakable belief in themselves. Master your focus, and you master your confidence. Action destroys fear. No amount of thinking, planning, or analyzing will eliminate self-doubt. The only way to silence it is through action. You will never feel 100% ready, but you must move forward anyway. The breakthrough happens when you act despite the doubt, when you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your fears. With every action, you rewrite the narrative, reinforcing the belief that you are powerful, capable, and unstoppable. Your beliefs shape your reality. Every action you take, every decision you make, and every result you achieve is directly tied to the beliefs you hold about yourself and the world. The challenge is that most of these beliefs were not consciously chosen. They were programmed into you by past experiences, by people around you, by society, and by repeated thoughts that have taken root in your subconscious mind. If you want to break through self-doubt and step into your greatness, you must consciously reprogram the beliefs that are holding you back. You must challenge the assumptions you've been living by and decide which ones empower you and which ones you need to destroy. Your mind is like a thermostat. It is set at a certain level of belief about what you are capable of, what you deserve, and what is possible for you. No matter what happens externally, your mind will always find a way to bring you back to that set point unless you intentionally raise it. If you have a belief that says, I'm not smart enough, or I don't have what it takes, then no amount of success will feel real to you. Even if you achieve a win, your mind will find a way to sabotage it because it doesn't align with your internal thermostat. But if you raise that set point, if you create a belief that says, I am unstoppable, I can figure out anything, and I am worthy of success, then even when challenges arise, your mind will fight to maintain that new standard. Your self-image is the foundation of your actions. You will never consistently act in a way that contradicts the identity you hold about yourself. If deep down you believe you are not capable, you will unconsciously make choices that reinforce that belief. If you see yourself as someone who always struggles, you will keep creating struggle. But if you shift your identity, If you begin to see yourself as powerful, as a problem solver, as a force of nature, then your actions will naturally start to align with that new identity. The fastest way to change your life is to change the way you see yourself. Instead of saying, I want to be confident, start saying, I am confident. Instead of thinking, I hope I succeed, shift it to, I always find a way. Words shape beliefs, and beliefs shape reality. The language you use determines your emotions. Every time you say, I can't, I'm not good at this, or this is too hard, you reinforce doubt. But when you say, I am figuring this out, I am getting stronger, or I am unstoppable, you create momentum. The words you choose are not just describing your experience, they are shaping it. This is why the most successful people in the world are deliberate about how they speak to themselves. They understand that their inner dialogue is the command center of their destiny. If you want to reprogram your mind for success, start by upgrading your language. Catch yourself when you use weak or limiting words and immediately replace them with words that empower you. Emotion is created through movement. If you are feeling uncertain, hesitant, or stuck in self-doubt, look at your physiology. Are you slouching? Is your breathing shallow? Is your voice weak? Your body and mind are connected, and when you shift your physical state, you shift your mental state. Try standing tall, breathing deeply, moving with purpose, and speaking with certainty. These physical shifts send signals to your brain that change the way you feel. This is why great athletes, performers, and leaders all use their body language intentionally. If you train yourself to move and act like a confident, powerful person, you will start to feel and think like one. Your environment is shaping you every second of every day. The people you surround yourself with, the information you consume, the habits you engage in, all of these things are programming your mind. If you are constantly around negativity, doubt, and limitation, then it is no surprise that you struggle with self-doubt. But if you immerse yourself in an environment of growth, if you surround yourself with people who push you to be better, if you consume ideas that stretch your thinking, then you will naturally start to rise to a higher level. Change what you expose yourself to, and you will change what you believe is possible. Commit to constant and never-ending improvement. Greatness is not built in a day, and confidence is not something you wake up with. It is something you develop. The more you invest in yourself, the more unstoppable you become. If you make it a habit to push beyond your comfort zone, to learn new skills, to refine your mindset, and to take bold actions, you will create a version of yourself that is unshakable. The best investment you will ever make is in your own growth. When you commit to becoming better every single day, doubt has no place to survive. Your emotions are not random. They are created by the meaning you attach to events. Two people can experience the same situation and respond in completely different ways because of the meaning they assign to it. If one person loses their job and sees it as a disaster, they will feel fear and despair. If another person loses their job and sees it as an opportunity to reinvent themselves, they will feel excitement and determination. The event itself is neutral. What determines your emotional state is the meaning you give it. If you want to break free from self-doubt, you must become the master of the meanings you assign to experiences. You must train yourself to look at challenges as opportunities, to see failures as lessons, and to view setbacks as set-ups for something greater. The quality of your life is the quality of the questions you ask yourself. If you constantly ask, why do I always fail, or why am I not good enough, your mind will find answers that reinforce self-doubt. But if you start asking, how can I turn this into a win, or what can I learn from this, you force your brain to look for empowering answers. Successful people train themselves to ask questions that lead to growth. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, they focus on what they can do. Instead of dwelling on the past, they ask how they can create a better future. Your mind is like a search engine. Whatever you type in, it will generate results. If you type in negative, disempowering questions, you'll get negative answers. But if you type in empowering, solution-focused questions, you'll get answers that move you forward. Self-doubt thrives on uncertainty. When you are unclear about what you want, when you hesitate, when you allow fear to paralyze you, doubt has room to grow. The antidote to doubt is massive action. The more you move forward, the less room you give your mind to second guess itself. Clarity comes from action, not overthinking. When you take action, even if you don't have all the answers, you start to build confidence. You create momentum. You send a message to your subconscious mind that you are in control. Waiting until you feel ready is a trap. You will never feel 100% ready. The most successful people don't wait. They act, they adjust, they learn, and they keep moving. Action eliminates doubt because it shifts your focus from fear to progress. Your brain is wired for survival, not success. It is designed to protect you, to keep you safe, and to avoid risks. That's why self-doubt exists. It's a defense mechanism. But what kept you safe in the past is now keeping you small. Your mind will always come up with reasons why you shouldn't take the leap, why you should stay in your comfort zone, why you should wait. But if you listen to that voice, you will never grow. The key is to recognize that fear and doubt are just signals, not stop signs. They are reminders that you are stepping into something bigger. Instead of seeing them as reasons to hold back, see them as confirmation that you are on the right path. The people who achieve greatness are not the ones who feel no doubt. They are the ones who act in spite of it. You must train yourself to expect the best from yourself and from life. Most people live in a state of reaction. They wait to see what happens and then respond. But if you want to create the life you desire, you must shift into a state of creation. You must decide in advance how you will show up, how you will respond to challenges, and what kind of outcomes you will accept. Expectation is powerful. When you expect to succeed, you take the necessary actions to make it happen. When you expect to be confident, you carry yourself in a way that reflects that belief. Your expectations shape your reality. If you expect struggle, you will find it. If you expect breakthroughs, you will create them. Training your mind to expect success rewires your brain to seek out and create opportunities. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to rise. If you are constantly around individuals who doubt themselves, who settle for less, who make excuses, that energy will pull you down. But if you surround yourself with people who believe in themselves, who take bold action, who refuse to let fear stop them, that energy will pull you up. The fastest way to elevate your mindset is to elevate your environment. Find mentors, coaches, friends, and communities that push you to be your best. The people you spend the most time with are shaping your beliefs, your habits, and your future. Choose wisely. Your physiology is the foundation of your psychology. The way you use your body directly impacts your emotional state, confidence, and mindset. If you stand with your shoulders slumped, your head down, and your breathing shallow, you will naturally feel less powerful. But if you stand tall, breathe deeply, move with energy, and carry yourself with strength, you will shift your entire state of mind. High achievers use their physiology to command their emotions. They don't wait until they feel confident. They move their bodies as if they are already confident. This sends a message to their brain that they are in control. If you want to break through self-doubt, train yourself to master your physical state. Wake up with energy, move with purpose, and carry yourself like the person you are becoming. Your habits shape your identity, and your identity controls your destiny. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm just not confident," or "I always struggle with doubt," you reinforce those beliefs and make them your reality. But when you shift your identity and say, "I am unstoppable," or "I figure things out no matter what," you rewire your subconscious mind to align with that belief. The key to lasting transformation is to make your desired state part of who you are. Successful people don't just take confident actions, they identify as confident individuals. They don't just push through challenges, they see themselves as problem solvers. When you take daily actions that align with your desired identity, over time it becomes who you are. If you want to destroy self-doubt, act as if you are already the person who has overcome it. Eventually your mind will catch up. Your brain is always looking for proof to confirm what you believe. If you believe you're not capable, your mind will find evidence to support that belief. But if you start searching for proof of your strength, resilience, and past successes, your brain will find those as well. Most people get stuck in self-doubt because they only focus on their failures, mistakes, and setbacks. But if you shift your focus to your wins, even small ones, you begin to see a different story. Every time you've succeeded, every time you overcame a challenge, every time you stepped outside your comfort zone and grew, those are proof points that you are capable. Keep a record of your wins. Review them daily. The more you reinforce evidence of your strength, the more your belief in yourself grows. Your ability to reframe failure determines your ability to succeed. Most people see failure as a reflection of their worth. They take it personally, and it reinforces self-doubt. But successful people see failure as data, as feedback, as a stepping stone to growth. They don't get emotionally attached to the outcome. They see it as part of the process. When something doesn't work, they adjust, adapt, and try again. This mindset removes fear from the equation. If you know that every setback is simply feedback, there's nothing to fear. You either win or you learn. The faster you can reframe failure, the faster you can move forward. Train yourself to see failure as fuel, not as a stop sign. Your emotions are driven by your focus. If you focus on what's missing in your life, you will feel lack. If you focus on what's wrong, you will feel discouraged. But if you focus on what's possible, on what you can control, and on the progress you are making, you will feel empowered. What you focus on expands. The mind is like a camera lens. Wherever you point it, that becomes your reality. High achievers discipline their focus. They don't waste time dwelling on limitations. They put their energy into solutions, into opportunities, into their vision. If you want to break free from self-doubt, start training your focus. Catch yourself when you start spiraling into negativity and shift your attention to something that moves you forward. Decisions shape destiny. Every moment you are either making a decision based on fear or a decision based on power. If you let self-doubt dictate your choices, you will hesitate, procrastinate, and settle for less. But if you commit to making decisions from a place of certainty, courage, and faith in yourself, you will change your trajectory. Successful people decide who they are before the world decides for them. They choose to believe in themselves even when doubt creeps in. They choose to take action even when they don't feel ready. They choose to step forward even when fear tries to hold them back. If you want to break through self-doubt, make the decision right now that you will no longer let it run your life. Decide that you will step into your greatness no matter what.